Hi everybody, I'm with Neil from Q2. Neil, is Q2 planning in the near future of doing some more like a resource estimate or some sort of paperwork to really help prove up the Cisco?
Yeah, definitely. Right? Yeah. There's sort of stages of mineral resource estimates. You'll go and do sort of a broadly spaced drill program to get sort of that lower confidence level, and with additional drilling, you just make it more confident. You can put economic models toward that estimate, but it's such a large target right now, it's going to take a lot of drilling to get those economic studies done. So the first thing we can do to really quantify how much we have is something called an exploration target.
Okay.
So that is something where we can't apply economics to it, but it will get people to understand what we have now and what we could potentially have with additional work.
Okay.
So it's not that common in the industry because I think some people have maybe used that a bit too liberally and maybe come up with things that don't make sense.
Okay,
So to counter that, what we're doing is getting a reputable mining engineering firm to independently do that for us with a little bit of guidance from us to say, hey, like, here's all our data, tell us what you think we have and could potentially have going forward. So
you're like doing a double blind test?
Pretty well, yeah. Absolutely. So they'll tell us, we can publish that number, and people can understand just how big we can be if we do our full work program. It kind of is that lowest possible amount of what we could have and the highest possible amount. What we eventually work toward is going to be somewhere in the middle. Okay. So it sort of sets that expectation bracket and sort of quantifies that growth potential down the road as well. So it is quite useful as long as it's, sort of explained to people.
You really want to use this documentation as, you can say, like a proof of concept, and just the ability of showing, okay, well, this is what the Cisco property can offer.
For sure.
Without putting numbers, like financial numbers or...
Yeah.
So I can see how it's important to present it to shareholders and potential shareholders. It's like, this is just a glimpse.
Yeah.
It's not, it's educational.
Yeah, it kind of sets expectations. And it's been hard to do that without saying numbers to people because people want to compare what we have to other people. We have great drill intercepts, but again, that doesn't necessarily always translate to big resource estimate numbers. So we're trying to fill that gap of drill hole to deposit size. So we're kind of getting there now. The trouble with it being such a large target that we're defining, it takes a bit of work. So we'll get there, but this kind of like gets that understanding out to the market. We can talk about those numbers because there's people who have, done back of the envelope calculations themselves. We do our own calculations ourselves. And I can't really talk about that because it's sort of like, it's against the 43-101 rules and I don't want to step outside of what I should be doing. So this is a way of me being able to like actually use numbers when I'm talking about the size potential, right?
No, that makes sense. And I think it sounds like a tool, if properly used, it's just helping investors get a glimpse of what it can do. And I think it's a very interesting and safe approach without overhyping, because let's be honest, we know the mining sector, some companies tend to overhype stuff or take numbers and then make large extrapolation. And that's not your style. That's not your speed at all.
And I've seen it many times before where people set these expectations really high. And if you don't meet those really high expectations that you've been promoting and telling people, that actually ends up burning you in the end because people get frustrated that you haven't met those expectations. So we want to make sure that we set our expectations realistically within the time frame that we're able to achieve them.
Absolutely.
Is what we're trying to do.
Well, thanks for the talk. Really instructive. So Q2 is traded on which platform?
TSX Venture.
Okay.
And we have an OTCQB listing, and I think we're on the Frankfurt Exchange as well. So
There you
can
go.
find us.
And if anybody wanted to have more information, they can go on the website,
Yep.
and they can also contact Alicia, which is the CEO.
Yep.
And can they contact you directly?
Absolutely.
Well, thanks a lot, Neil.
Yeah, of course.
Pleasure meeting you
Yeah,
and hearing more about Q2, and we're going to keep on following.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, take care.
Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and comment down below what you thought of the video. Don't forget to watch our latest video right over there. Click it, come on, I know you want to. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!